Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I'm Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Casa de Neil, where I'm about to fight a 2,000-point battle between my Eldar and Jason's Death Korps of Krieg, using their new rules from the whatchamacallit? What's it called? The Imperial Armor and Compendium, whatever it is. The Imperial Armor book with the new rules that have come out here for 9th edition. So the story that we've got going on here is that this planet was being held by the Death Korps, and they are mounting a stalwart defense, as they always do, against an invasion by a Xenos fleet here that have descended upon the planet and are moving forward to try to take out some specific targets down here on the planet. We are going to be playing the priority targets mission, which is mission, I think, 33 from the Grand Tournament Packet 2020. And essentially there are 5 objectives on the table. Over there and then over here. And essentially what happened was we placed all 5 of them on the table, including the one in the middle, and then we took turns moving 4 of them, not the middle one. You can't move the middle one. We took turns moving the objectives, and then after they were all moved, we chose a priority target for each of us. So I chose this one as my priority target. My opponent chose this one as his priority target, which will come in handy in a second when you hear about our secondaries. So the primary is the same thing: hold 1, hold 2, and hold more. And then for secondaries, I've chosen priority targets, which is the mission-specific secondary. If you control 1 priority target at the end of the turn, you score 3 points. If you control both, you score 5 points. I then chose engage on all fronts and pierce the veil. So I'll be looking to get into all the table quarters, and I will try to do some psychic shenanigans within 6 inches of his table edge. Then we have my opponent has chosen domination, so hold more than half of the objectives on the table at the end of his turn to score a points for that one. He also chose abhor the witch, which means he will be getting 5 points for each of my psychic characters that he kills, plus he also gets 3 points for killing my other psychic unit that I have, which is my Wraith Fighter, which we'll get into in a second. You'll see all the stuff. And he also chose priority targets as well. So we're both going to be trying to hold on to those priority targets. That is going to be the mission. That is going to be the story. Before we go any further, though, let's show you the 2 armies that are going to be fighting it out. So for the Eldar, I'll be running a battalion detachment. Leading off that detachment, we have a Farseer on a jet bike. We have an Avatar of Cain, and we have a Spirit Seer. We have 3 5-man Ranger squads. We have a 5-man squad of Fire Dragons. We have 2 5-man squads of Wraith Guard. We have a 5-man Swooping Hawk squad. We have a 6-man Shining Spear squad. We have a 3-man squad of Dark Reapers. We have a Wraith Fighter. And last but not least, we have a Crimson Hunter Exarch. And for the Death Korps of Krieg, he'll be running a battalion detachment and 2 super heavy auxiliary detachments. Leading off the battalion detachment, we have 3 marshals. We have 3 10-man infantry squads. We have 3 10-man veteran squads. 2 of them have 3 melta-guns in each, and 1 of them has 2 plasma guns and a heavy flamer. We have 3 5-man engineer squads, all of them with a mole launcher. We have 3 chimeras, all with dual heavy flamers. Then we have a Bane Blade. And last but not least, we have the Bane Hammer. Going to deployment for the Eldar, I've got my Shining Spears over here on this side, along with my Crimson Hunter Exarch. I then have my Farseer on a bike over here, along with a Ranger squad. We've got my Dark Reapers here. We then have 1 squad of Wraith Guard, the other squad of Wraith Guard, and then in the middle, plopped in the middle there, we have the Avatar of Cain. Along in the back here, we've got a squad of Rangers. Then we have my Wraith Fighter over on this side, so Hemlock Wraith Fighter on this side. In Deep Strike Reserve, I have my a Ranger squad, and I have my Swooping Hawks. And then I spent 2 CP to put my Spirit Seer and my Fire Dragons into Strategic Reserve. It's going over deployment now for the Death Korps of Krieg. Over here on this side, we've got a Chimera. Inside there is the Veteran Squad with the Plasma and Heavy Flamer, along with a Marshal. Inside of this Chimera, we have an infantry squad along with his marshal, who will be his warlord. We then have the Bane Blade over on this side. We've got the Bane Hammer. Bane Hammer? Yes? Yep. Bane Hammer over on this side. Inside the Bane Hammer, we have one of his engineer squads, as well as the 2 other veteran squads with the Melta. We have an infantry squad in the front over here, and we have a Chimera. I don't know why I forgot the word Chimera. Chimera over here with an infantry squad and his 3rd marshal inside of that one. In Deep Strike, or a sapper, which is their specific wording for the rule, he has his 2 other engineer squads.
Down in the underground.
Down in the underground is where they are set up. So they've been digging a hole underneath the battlefield, and we'll find out where they got when they come back. So that is going to be deployment. We will now roll off to see who will have initiative, or can choose who goes first here. My opponent rolled a 1, as did I. All right, off to a great start here. Opponent rolled a 3. I still rolled a 1. Oh boy.
Ones and the ones, you got shirts for that?
Oh, I do. But it didn't send a CP, luckily, this time. So I imagine you want to go first?
Si, senor.
All right, so we will come back to you after movement phase for the Death Korps of Krieg here on turn 1. All right, movement phase here for the Death Korps of Krieg on turn 1. This Chimera moved up here after the marshal disembarked from the vehicle there. The infantry squad stayed inside. The infantry squad that was over here moved up over here. Didn't advance, right? They just moved? Yeah, they just moved up over here. Both of his Bane vehicles, Blade and Hammer, moved up over this way into the middle of the board, looking to unleash hell upon my poor unsuspecting Eldar. And then over on this side, the infantry squad and his warlord got out of the Chimera, which then moved up over there. And the other Chimera moved up there with the veteran squad and the other marshal, both staying inside. So that is going to be it for the movement phase. No psychers on his side here, so we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. Start with the shooting phase. This Chimera over here is going to start us off by shooting its las gun arrays into my Wraith Fighter over here. So he's -1 to hit because he's a flyer over there. So these are going to be hitting on 5s. Getting 1 hit, and then looking for, I think, a 6. So that's not going to wound.
Yep.
Bane Blade time! So we're going to have all of the heavy bolters and the las cannons are going to fire into my Hemlock Wraith Fighter over here.
Demolisher cannon too.
And the Demolisher cannon as well, sorry, and the Demolisher cannon as well. Then the auto cannon is going to fire into my Rangers over there, and then the main Bane Blade cannon is going to fire into my Wraith Guard in the front over here. So we're going to start with the heavy bolters into here. So these are going to be hitting on 5s because it's -1 to hit since he's a flyer. Oof. Strength 5, so these are going to be wounding on 5s. Alrighty, so it's going to be 2 wounds there. AP -1 on these. So, 1 second. AP -1, so looking for 4-up saves. That's going to be 2 saves. Woo! And then the 2 las cannon shots. That's going to be 1 hit. That is not going to be a wound. And then the Demolisher cannon. So that's going to be 5 shots coming from the Demolisher cannon, which is pretty good. Again, hitting on 5s. Getting 1 hit. Strength, what is it?
10.
10, so 3 to wound. That's a wound. AP.
I'm pretty sure that's -3.
-3. So let's roll, see if it makes a difference. Show that fill first. No fill face. It's definitely more than -1.
Yeah.
So that's going to be damage.
D6.
D6 damage. Doing 5 damage. So I do have Spirit Stones on him here. So I am going to be ignoring these on 6s. Now I need some more fill faces. And I get still no fill faces. Ooh, 5 damage. And now the autocannon firing into my Rangers over here. So that's going to be 2 hits.
Strength 7.
Strength 7. So that's going to be 2 wounds.
-1.
AP -1. I'm going to put it on the guy who is in cover over there for the first one. So it's a 2 here. So the first one is -1 plus 2 because he's got his cloak over there. So I'm looking at, what is that?
You got 4-up armor base?
I think so. 4-up. Yeah, so that becomes 3-ups. Nope. So he's going to be dead. And then the next one's going to be looking for 5-ups. No, he will be dead too. Forgot I got feel no pains on these guys because I'm doing Oathway here. So the first one is going to be dead, and the second one. is also dead anyway.
Yeah.
Another Baneblade cannon is going to fire into my Wraith Guard over here. 3d6 shots.
I will
Gunnery Experts that one there, because this one is his
one
thing.
More,
so one more. So that's going to be looking for 8, 10, 11 shots, right?
Yep. The Krieg one.
All right, so yeah, so here we go. These are going to be the whatchamacallits, the shots. Yeah, Baneblade shots here. So these are hitting on 4s. All right, so strength 9, T6. So looking for 3s to wound. That is going to be 3 wounds. AP minus 3. Yep. So these are looking for 6 up saves. Show me those fill faces. Making 2 of them. I'll take that. So it's going to be 3 damage. And because they're both way there, we are going to have looking for 6 up, ignoring wounds. No, so 1 will be dead. So now the Bane Hammer is going to fire. He's going to fire the Tremor Cannon into my Wraith Fighter over here, and he's going to put the las cannons and the heavy bolters into my Wraith Guard unit over there. So we're going to go with the... I'm
collecting heavy bolter shots.
We're doing heavy bolters first. So these are going to be going into the Wraith Guard over on this side. So these are going to be looking for 4s to hit.
And 5.
Strength 5, so looking for 5s to wound. These are going to be strength 4, AP minus 1. So these are going to be looking for 4 up saves. Oh, failed 3 of them. So the first one is going to be 2 damage. 6 is ignored. Nope, going to take both of those. Then we have the second one. Nope, ignore, fail those. So that's going to be 1 dead guy there. And then the last one. Nope, takes both of those. And here come the last cannon shots. That's going to be 2 hits. Looking for 3s to wound. Getting 1 wound. AP minus 3, 6 up save. Fill first. No, that's going to go through. D6 damage. Doing 5 damage.
Make 5, feel no pain.
I need to make 5 6 ups or he's dead. Come on, you can do it. No, you can't. Make 2 of them.
2 of them.
That's not bad, but still, he did. And now the Bane Tremor Cannon here. Is that what? Oh no, the Tremor.
The Tremor Cannon.
The Tremor Cannon from the Bane Hammer. It's gonna fire. So it's 3d6 shots. So that's gonna be 7, 8, 10 shots. These are going to be hitting on 5s because he's flying. All right, so we got 5 hits there. These are going to be wounding on 3s. Ooh, that's going to be 4 wounds there.
Minus 2.
AP minus 2, so these are going to be looking for 5 up saves. Making 2 of them.
6 damage.
6 damage total there. So these are going to be looking for 6 up, ignoring wounds because of Spirit Stones. Nope, I ignore none of them. So he's still technically alive, but not feeling great. And now over here, the array from this Chimera is going to fire into my jet bikes because you can just see me around the corner there since I'm on the terrain. These are going to be hitting on 4s. Ooh, pretty good hits there. Oh my God, that's all of them.
We were talking
oh boy.
a second ago.
And these are going to be wounding on 5s.
Yes.
Because strength 3.
3.
3 wounds, that's not bad. So looking for AP nothing. So I'm going to be looking for 3 up saves. 4 up saves? Let's find out if it matters.
I'm pretty sure they're 3 up.
Well, 2s don't make a difference, so that's going to be 1 dead. All right, so that's going to be it for the turn here for the Death Korps of Krieg. He does have that 1 priority objective, so he will be getting 3 points for that. And I do have a leadership test to take over here. These guys auto pass because they're with the Avatar of Cain, but these guys have to roll here. So they're going to be, they lost 2, so 2 plus 6. All right, so one of them will run off, and the other 2, because they're now down to half, are 1s and 2s, they run away. So 1 more will run away. Okay. All right. I see how it is. All right. So that's going to be it for the Death Korps of Krieg turn here on turn 1. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Eldar here on turn 1. All right. Moving for the Eldar here on turn 1. My ranger stood still back here. He moved up 12.5 inches because getting hit with the tremor shell reduced his movement by half, and the rules for aircraft mean that when they reduce your movement, it reduces both the max and the minimum. So he had to move a minimum of 10 inches and could move a max of 12.5 inches based upon that. So he moved up his 12.5 inches over this way. looking onto some chimeras. These guys all advanced up here. Only one of them got in range of his Bane Blade over there. The Dark Reapers back over here stood still. He moved up over here onto the objective. These guys moved up over here, as did my Farseer on a bike on this side. Oh, and he moved up over to here. So pretty good movement. So we'll come back to you with the psychic phase. All right, so first things first, he is going to cast Smite onto his Chimera over here. That will not go off on a 4. All right, so now my Farseer over here is going to cast Doom onto his Chimera over here. That will go off with an 8, and then he will cast Smite, because why not? That will go off on an 11, which means D6 mortal wounds. For 4 mortal wounds. Start with the shooting phase. My Avatar Arcane is only in range of those infantry over there, so he's going to have his 1 shot, hitting on a 2. That is a hit, wounding on a 2. AP -4, 1 guy dead. Then the 2-man squad here, one's in range of the Bane Blade, the other is in range of the infantry, so we're going to go against the infantry first. That's not a hit on a 2. And then into the Bane Blade. That will be a hit on a 5, strength 10, so looking for a 3 to wound. That's not a wound. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll it. Into a wound over there. AP -4, so that's going to go straight through. D6 damage. For 4 damage. So now my Wraith Fighter here is going to fire into the Bane Blade. He's going to have 2d3 auto hits. That's going to be 3 auto hits. Strength 12. So looking for 3s to wound. That's going to be 3 wounds at AP -4, 2 damage apiece. So that's just going to be 6 damage. And now my Dark Reapers are going to fire into him as well, hitting on 3s. That's going to be 2 hits. Wounding on 4s, strength 8, toughness 8. No wounds. Now my Crimson Hunter Exarch is going to fire into the Bane Blade over here. So we're going to go with the Bright Lance first, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s for himself. That's going to be 2 hits. Strength 8, so 4s to wound. It's going to be 1 wound, AP -4, so that's just going to go straight through for D6 damage. Inception! For 1 damage, of course. And then the Pulse Laser, rerolling 1s for himself. That's going to be 2 hits. 4s to wound. That's going to be 1 wound, AP -3, so he does have a 6-up save on this one. Nope, that's going to go through for 3 flat damage. Now my Shining Spears are going to fire into the Chimera over here. We're going to go with the Exarch first with his Lance. So he's got 1 shot, hitting on a 3. That's a wound. That's a hit. Strength 8 on his, because he's got the Star Lance there, wounding on 3s. That's not a wound. And then only 1 guy is in range for his Lance. So that's a hit. And that's a wound. AP -1 second. Yep, AP -4 for 2 damage. So he'll just take the 2 damage. All right, so now we're going to have the Shuriken catapults firing into him over here. These are going to be hitting on 3s. That was real good. Wounding on 5s, 6s are AP -3.
Oh, yeah.
So you guys got 3 AP -3s, no AP nothings there. Fair enough. So these are going to be looking for 6-up saves. Makes 1 of them, so you'll take another 2. And then my Farseer here is going to fire into him with the Shining Side of Vol. That's what he's got his relic there. So hitting on 2s. All right. And then again, wounding on 5s, 6s do an AP -3. So got 2 regular wounds this time. AP nothing on there, so you got 2 3-up saves. Making them both. And then his Singing Spear is going to fire into him as well. That's not going to hit. And then my Ranger over here is going to fire into the infantry. That's not going to hit. So now that's going to be it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase, my Shining Spears are going to charge into his Chimera over here. So he's going to fire. He's going to spend a CP to Overwatch. So we're going to go with the multi lasers first, hitting on 6s. Getting a couple 6s there. That's pretty good. 4 of them. Strength 3, so looking for 5s to wound. Getting 2 wounds there. AP nothing. They're good. And then 2 D6 from the heavy flamers. Oh, no. I forgot about Doom. He might have been dead before, but whatever. I forgot about it. That's my fault. So now, here we go. These are going to be 11 hits there. Strength 5, so looking for 3s to wound. Ooh, buddy. All right, so that's 11. AP -1, looking for 4-ups. Oh, buddy. So that's going to be a lot of wounds over here. All right, so that's 6 wounds. which is, wait, yeah, 6 wounds. These are going to be ignoring wounds on 6-ups. Ignore none of them, so it's going to be 3 more dead. Oof. All right, so now here comes their charge. And they're in. And then he may as well charge in, needs a 10-inch charge. Does not make it. All right, so let's CP to reroll that. And he's in. All right, so into the fight phase now. We're going to go with the Exarch first with his Star Lance into the Chimera here. 3 attacks here, hitting on 3s. That's going to be 2 hits. Strength 8 on the charge with his lance there, so these are going to be wounding on 3s. That's going to be 2 wounds. I think it's AP -4, so I think he's just dead. 1 second. All right, so now he's dead, but because he's Death Korps of Krieg, their new rule says that vehicles on a 4-up after they're destroyed can either shoot with one of their weapons as if it's the shooting phase, or can make a close combat attack. So he's engaged, but he's also a vehicle, so he can shoot if he's engaged with a non-blast weapon, such as a heavy flamer. So here we go. Well, let's see, on a 4+, you'll get to use it. Oh, he does. So then D6 auto hits. That's going to be 5 auto hits. These are going to be looking for 3s to wound.
And we'll put it into the shiny.
Yeah, into the shiny spears over here. All right, so that's going to be 4 wounds. AP -1, so looking for 4-ups. Oh, no. Failed 3 of them. 6-up, feel no pains. Nope. So then there's going to be one guy left with 1 wound. And I'll see if he explodes. Oh, no. Okay.
Orders.
All right, so here's what happened. 3 guys died when they twisted ankles getting out of the vehicle there. And then I consolidated with my shiny spear, and then piloting consolidated with my Farseer on a bike over here. So he is going to be into them over here. So that's where they are at. All right, when they piled in, 2 guys are actually going to be able to attack into my shiny spear over here. So these are going to be 2 attacks, and the rest are going to go into my Farseer. These are all going to be hitting on 4s. Yeah, the greens are going to be the ones into the shiny spear. Alrighty, bunch of hits into my Farseer there. These are going to be wounding on 5s. Getting 3 wounds. AP nothing.
Yep.
And I'm good. All right, so that's going to be it for the Eldar here. I do have engage on all fronts. I do have holding that one priority targets objective over there. And I have it for all 4 quarters for engage on all fronts, which is pretty good. So we are now going to have some leadership tests. So he lost 3 guys over here, so 3+. 3 is 6, so he's good to go. And I lost 4 guys from my shining spears, so 4+, 3 is 7. I'm good to go as well. So that's going to be it. We will come back to you after movement phase for the Death Korps of Krieg here on turn 2. Movement phase for the Death Korps of Krieg here on turn 2. These guys over here, both shuffled up around here looking on my Wraith Fighter. The squads inside the Chimera that was over here, disembarked over here, so the 1 squad and the Marshal. The Baneblade moved up over here. He did heal 1 with Jury Rig because he spent the 1 CP for Tank Ace to give him the, whatchamacallit, the blah, blah, blah. Steadfast Leviathan to give him the ability to have the regimental bonuses there, and he'd given them the jury-rigged and gunnery experts. He didn't spend the tank ace on him, so he just moved up over here after disembarking 1 squad of infantry. Oh no, one veteran squad and his warlord back over there, looking on my dude bro. This squad of infantry moved up over this way onto the objective. Over here, these guys moved up onto the objective. They stayed in combat back over there. And over here, out of Deep Strike, came 1 engineer squad and another engineer squad. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. So we're going to start shooting over here. The first Chimera is going to fire into my Wraith Fighter with the 2 heavy flamers. Oh, man, your heavy flamers have been packed with Bermudium today. All right, these are going to be wounding on 5, strength 5, toughness 6. So it's going to be 5 wounds at AP -1, so looking for 4-up serves. Failing 2 of them, so I need to make both 6 up, feel no pains because of the spirit stone here. Otherwise, he is donezo. No, make neither of them. So he is donezo. Does he explode, though? Yeah, with the fill face. All right, so within 6 inches, both the Chimeras and the Veteran Squad are going to be hit. So we're going to do the Veteran Squad first. D3 mortal wounds, 1 mortal wound. So 1 veteran is dead.
Fair.
Into the closest Chimera over here, 1 mortal wound.
Okay.
And into the other Chimera over there, 1 mortal wound. That seems to be the going rate. Yeah. All right, and then this one over here, Chimera is going to fire into my 2-man squad over there. That's going to be 8 hits over there. All right, so these are going to be, that's the lowest he's rolled on these flamers so far. So you can see him because he's on the terrain there and he's looking through the door over here into my guy. My guy's on the terrain, so
yeah,
he can see that there. But these are going to be
6s.
Looking for 5s and 6s because he's tough 6. Getting 1 at AP -1 +1 because he's in cover over there. Still going to take that wound, unless... Still going to take that wound. All right, so now the squad over here is going to fire everything into my 2-man squad. He's going to spend 2 CP on trained eye, is it? Or something? Experienced eye. Which will give him an additional AP on all of his weapons. So what do we want to do first? You want to do the plasma?
Yeah, I can do plasma.
All right, we're going to do the plasma. Do you want to supercharge? 1 second. He's going to supercharge. You also have the orders here, reroll 1s to hit here. So it's going to be the first one with the plasma. That's going to be no hits, but no blowing up. Oh, 3 hit because they're veterans. I forgot about that. That's 1 hit. And that's going to be another hit, but no blowing up there, which is pretty good. So that's going to be looking for 3s to wound. That's going to be 1 wound, AP -4. So that's going to go straight through for 2 damage. Oh no, 6 up save because they're in cover. I forgot about that. In cover there. So 6 up save on the fill face. No, but now I have 2 6 up feel no pains. No, he did.
I want to see how many.
Another heavy flamer is going to fire. That's going to be 4 hits. These are going to be wounding on 5s. That's going to be 2 wounds. AP -2 now because of that experienced eye. So this is going to be looking for 4 up saves. Making 1 of them, and then 6 up. Yeah, with the fill face! Woo! And here come them las guns. Rerolling 1s. Okie doke. Wounding on 6s because they're tough 6. Getting 2 at AP -1, so looking for 3 up saves. Making 1. Making 2. Now this squad over here is going to fire into my Wraith Guard over here. So we're going to have rapid fire in all of them there. These are going to be hitting on 4s because these are not veterans.
Yep.
They really want to make those hits. Holy cow. 6 is the wound though. Nothing. So good aim, just not packed enough punch.
Nope.
These guys are going to fire their las guns into my into the Exarch over there. Hitting on 5s because they're -1 to hit. And then 6 is to wound. Getting 1 wound over there.
Okay.
No AP. He good. All right, so now his veteran squad here is going to fire into my Crimson Hunter Exarch. We're going to do the Meltas first. These are going to be hitting on 4s. He does have the order to reroll 1s to hit. Okay, so 1 hit there. Strength 8, so looking for 3 to wound. That's a wound. All right, so it's going to be D6 +2 because he's within range over there. The AP -4 goes straight through. So that's going to be 7 wounds here. So I am ignoring these on 6s because of Uthwe. And I ignore 1 of them. So I take 6 wounds. Woof. And then the las weaponry firing into him over here, hitting on 5s. Wounded on 6s. Nothing. So now inside of the Bane Hammer here, he's got the 1 veteran squad and he's also got the 1 engineer squad. So the engineer squad is going to fire out because he can fire up to 10 models. So the whole engineer squad is going to fire out, plus he's going to fire the 3 Melta-guns and 3 more las guns from the veteran squad. So what do you want to start with first?
I'll do the Meltas.
We're going to do the Meltas first. So he's going to be hitting on 5. Oh,
4s.
Yes, 5s.
4s.
4s.
They're veterans.
The veterans. Forgot 4s. That's going to be 1 hit there. Wounded on a 3. That is a wound. So it's going to be D6 +2. Are they within 6? We'll find out. 1 second. He is indeed. So 6 total damage here. And I ignored 2 of them, so I take 4 damage. And then all the las guns are going to fire. That's going to be a couple hits there.
Yeah, I'm veterans.
Veterans, yep. And then 6s to wound. Getting 2 wounds. 2 3-up saves. Making them both. So now we've got the shotguns are going to fire from the engineering squad. Hitting on 4s again because they are basically veterans. And then these are going to be wounding on strength 4, you said? So they're looking for 5s to wound. That is going to be, wow, 5 wounds there. AP nothing, so looking for 3-ups. Failed 2 of them. Uh-oh, I need to make at least 1 6-up or he's dead. No, he did. Does he explode? He does not. All right, so these guys got the order to fix bayonets, so they're going to fight as if it's the fight phase, and everything's going to go into my Farseer over here. Hitting on 4s, and then these are going to be wounding on 5s. 1 wound there. Oh, that is as cocked as they come. And he's good. This engineering squad back over here is going to fire the mole launcher into my rangers because they don't need line of sight to shoot them. And then the other guys are going to fire their shotguns into my dark reapers over here. So we're going to start with the mole launcher first. So it's D6 shots.
Heavy D6.
Heavy D6. So it's going to be 6 shots. They're going to be hitting on 4s because he moved with a heavy weapon here. So hitting on 4s. Ooh, buddy, that's how you do that. Strength 5.
Yep.
So 3s to wound. That is going to be 5 wounds. Ooh, buddy. AP?
-1.
-1 plus 2 because they're in cover over there. 1 second. All right, so they have base 5 plus 2 because they're in cover there with their cloaks. And then -1 because of the weapon. So looking for 4-up saves. There was 5 of them, right?
Yep.
So that's going to be 2 dead. And here come the shotguns. Hitting on 4s.
No, this
3s.
is 3s.
Oh, sorry, hitting on
It's not
3s
heavy.
because it's not heavy. And they're basically veterans. And then these are going to be strength 4. So looking for 3s to wounds. So that's going to be 3 wounds. AP nothing on these ones. So they're looking for 2 or 3s, I believe.
Probably 2s.
Ooh, let's find out. Woo! They are 3-up armor saves, so they're good. And then this squad over here, shotguns are going to go into the ranger, and then the mole launcher is going to go into the whatchamacallit? Reapers. The dark reapers, yeah.
Dark reapers.
So these are going to be the shotgun shots coming in here. How many shots are they each?
3.
3 each. Okay. So that's going to be all hit. Those are going to be the hits there, and then these are going to be wounding on strength 4. So looking for 3s to wound. That's going to be 3 wounds, just 3, but he's only got a 6-up save now because he's not in cover over there. Oh no, AP 5-up because they're AP nothing. I forgot they're AP nothing. 5-ups. No, he did. Feel no pain. Make 1, but still going to be dead.
Go ahead.
I've got the 2 feel no pains over here as well. My opponents let me do them. Now they're dead. Now the mole launcher, D6 shots. Ooh, 6 shots.
Yeah.
And these are going to be hitting on 4s though because he did move. There'll be 2 hits there. Strength 5, so that's going to be 3 to wound. 1 wound. AP
-1.
-1 plus 1 because they're in cover. Not going to be good. 1 damage, so 6 up. Feeling no pain? No, he did. So now the Bane Hammer is going to fire. He's going to put heavy bolters into the front guy over here. He's going to put the las cannons into my Dark Reapers, and he's going to put the Tremor Cannon into my the other squad of whatchamacallins, the Wraith Guard over here. So we're going to go first. Heavy bolters first. Hitting on 4s. That's going to be 9 hits. Looking for 5s to wound. Oh. All right, so that's 7 hits. AP -1 plus 1 because he's in cover over there. 3-up saves. Failing 1 of them. So that's going to be 2 damage. Looking for 6s to ignore. Ignore none. And now the last cannon's going to fire. That's going to be 1 hit. That is a wound. AP -3 plus 1 because they're in cover there. So looking for 5-up saves. No, that's going to D6 damage.
Yeah, because you got feeling pain.
That's true. Can I make 6 6s? No, he did. And the Tremor Cannon. Ooh, that's going to be a lot of shots. And then these are going to be hitting on 4s as well. Strength
8.
8, so looking for 3s to wound. There's going to be 2 wounds. AP -3 plus 1 because they are in cover over there. So that's going to be looking for 5-up saves. Making 1, failing 1.
3 flat.
3 flat damage. 6s to ignore. Ignoring 2 of them, so he takes 1 damage. And now the Baneblade is going to fire heavy bolters into the front guy and everything else into the back squad over here. So we're going to go with the heavy bolters first. These are going to be, again, hitting on... Oh, these are going to be hitting on 5s because he's been bracketed over there. Strength 5, so looking for 5s to wound. Getting 1 wound, AP -1, +1 because he's in cover. 3 up. Yeah, he good. Demolisher Cannon is now going to fire into the back squad over there. D6 shots. Getting 3 shots here. Ooh.
Yeah, I'll use it.
All right, going to take that there.
It's per weapon.
All right, there we go. 6 there. So these are going to be looking for 5s to hit. Yeah. No hits. Here comes the autocannon. No hits there. And now the Baneblade gun here. That's gonna be 11 shots. All right, so with the gunnery expert, he's gonna re-roll that 2. All right, pretty good there. So that's gonna be 14 shots. These are gonna be hitting on 5s again.
Yep.
And then these are going to be strength. Strength. What is it again?
9.
9. So looking for 3s to wound. All right, so that's gonna be 5 wounds there.
-3.
AP -3. So these are going to be looking for 5 up saves because they are in cover over there. Making none of them. Oh, buddy.
3 damage each.
3 damage each. So the first one is going to kill that one guy there because he had 2 wounds left. The second one is going to be alive with 1 wound. The third one is going to be a second dead guy. 4th one is going to be a dead guy, and then the 5th one is going to be alive with only taking 1 wound.
Yep.
So now his Baneblade here is going to, in the assault phase, charge into both of these guys. I'm going to spend a CP to fire Overwatch with the Avatar of Cain. He's looking for a 6 to hit here. Showing that fill face. No fill face there. So his charge distance. What do you need to get in?
I need a 6 for Avatar
6 to get into the Avatar Cain over there. And he's in. And then these guys are going to try to charge into the range over here. And he's a 9-inch charge. He won't make it on that.
Reroll.
My opponent's going to spend a CP to re-roll that. Does make it in with that.
Okay.
All right, so now we're going to start with this heavy, with the Baneblade here. He had spent CP on Crush Them. So he's going to be hitting on 2s now when he attacks into my Avatar of Cain. Oh. All right, so that's going to be 4 hits.
Wow.
Going to spend a CP to reroll one of those. All right, so that's going to be 5 hits. These are going to be strength what?
9.
Strength 9, so looking for 3s to wound. That is going to be 2 wounds. AP -2. So that's going to be 5 up saves. Failing them both. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll one of those. Nope. So it's going to be 2 D3 damage. That's going to be 1, 2, 3 damage. Ignoring on 5 ups. Huh. Taking them all. All right, so now my guys over here are going to. I'm going to spend 2 CP to interrupt here. I'm going to be hitting on 2s because of hold or get ready or whatever because I didn't fire Overwatch over here.
Yeah.
So these are going to be hitting on 2s. That's going to be 2 hits. Strength 3, toughness 3, 4s to wound. 1 wound. AP nothing. So 4 up armor save. Oh, he good. All right, so it's going to be 6 attacks from his guys into me over here. Hitting on 4s. 3s? I thought they only shoot on 3s. Yeah, 4s to hit. So these are going to be strength 3, so looking for 4s to wound. Getting 2 wounds. 2 5 up saves. Feeling them both. Feel no burns. Feeling them both. All right, so now my Farseer here is going to attack. He's going to have 2 attacks hitting on 2s. That's going to be 2 hits. Wounding on 2s because of his spear always wounds on 2s. Okay, that's going to be 1 wound. AP nothing.
5 up armor.
5 up armor save. No, that's going to be a dead guy. And now these guys are going to attack into my Farseer over here. Hitting on 4s. And wounding on 5s. That's going to be 2 wounds there. Making the saves. Yep. And now the Autarch's going to attack over here. Autarch, Autarch I think is right. The Sergeant basically is a shiny spear. Hitting on 3s. That's going to be all hits. Strength 3, so 4s to wound. That's going to be 1 wound, AP -4, so that is just a dead guy. And now the Avatar Kane is going to attack in over here. He's going to have 5 attacks hitting on 2s. That's going to be all hits. Wounding on 4s because he's strength +2, strength 8 to toughness 8. Oh, that's going to be 2 wounds. AP -4, so they're just going to go straight through, and you roll 2d6 and choose the highest for his attacks here. So the first one, actually, you know what? I'm going to spend a CP to re-roll one of those. So 4 to wound. No, does not get it. So the first one is going to do 3 damage, and the second one is going to do 5 damage for a total of 8 damage. And then my Wraith Guard is going to attack into him. That's going to be a hit. That's going to be a wound. AP -1, so he's looking for 4 up save. Oh, he's good. All right, so that's going to be it for the Death Korps of Krieg turn here on turn 2. I would have to take a leadership test over here, but I spent 2 CP to auto pass them. And then over here, he lost 2 guys, so 2 plus.
I lost.
Lost
4 guys.
4 guys. 4 guys over there. That's 9. So 1 will run,
yep.
And then you have
2 remaining.
2 remaining guys over here.
On 1s.
On 1s. No, they're going to be good. So 2 more will stay in combat over here. So that is going to be it for the turn here. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Eldar here on turn 2. All right, movement phase for the Eldar here on turn 2. My guy fell out of combat over here. I spent 2 CP on feigned retreat so that he can still shoot and charge. He fell back. He can't charge, but he can still shoot because he's a Wraith construct. These guys advanced around over to this side. He fell back, so he's still within 3 of the objective, but outside of range of combat over here. Back around over on this side. He moved up over here because he just, that's what he can just move because he was out of engagement range, and he stayed in engagement range with them over here. Then, out of deep strike came these guys dropping over here. They'll be dropping some bombs on these guys in a second, which we will do as soon as I get around to it. And then over here, these guys all came in. So they're all out of the deployment zone, out of 9 inches from here, within 6 inches of the table edge. The Rangers are just dropping in deep strike out of 9 inches, so they're good to go where they are. So that is going to be it for the Eldar movement phase. So we'll come back to you with, actually, why don't we just do it over here? So these guys are going to drop, you roll a d6 for every model in the unit within 12. So we're going to do these guys over here. So it's going to be 4. Every 6 does a mortal wound. Show me those fill faces. No fill faces. Okie dokie. Start at the psychic phase. I am going to cast Pierce the Veil back over here. That will go off on a 6. Going to cast Smite over here. That will not go off. I'm going to re-roll because of, 1 second. All right, going to re-roll those with the runes. And that will go off on an 8, doing D3 mortal wounds. 2 mortal wounds, that's all I needed, they're dead. And now he's going to cast Doom onto his Baneblade over here. That will not go off. I'm going to spend a CP to re-roll that. That will still not go off. Shooting phase, we're going to start with my Fire Dragons here firing into his Chimera. These are going to be hitting on 3s. That's going to be 4 hits. Wounding on strength 8, so 3s to wound. That's going to be 2 wounds. AP -4, so that's going to go straight through. D6 damage apiece. That's going to be 5 damage. I'm going to spend a CP to re-roll that one. Ugh, into a 2. The Rangers are going to fire into his infantry over here. It's going to be, those 3s are misses because they moved with a heavy weapon. Wounding on 3s. That's going to be 1 mortal wound plus 2 saves.
2 saves. 4 ups and some in cover.
4 ups and cover. No, failed them both, so 3 dead. All right, my Wraith Guard over here is going to fire into his Baneblade because he can. So hitting on a 3. That's a hit with a fill face. Wounding on a 3. Rerolling because of Doom. Oh no, Doom did not go off. That's not going to be a wound. And now these guys are going to fire into the wounded guy over here. That's going to be 2 hits. That's going to be 2 wounds. AP minus, it might be 4. All right, so then these are going to be it is AP -4, so go straight through. And that's going to be 7 damage, so he's going to be dead. Does he explode? He does not. On a 4+, he gets to shoot. He does. Heavy flamer into them, I imagine?
No, I want to hit the...
Oh, heavy flamer into these guys. Okay. That's going to be 3 shots, or 3 hits. That is going to be 3 wounds.
That's 1.
AP -1 in cover over there. So that's going to be all saves. And now I'm going to fire into the Baneblade with the Avatar of Cain. That's going to be a hit. That is going to be a wound. AP -4, so that's going to go straight through. 2d6, take the highest. 2 damage. And now over here, my Farseer is going to fire into his Marshal. Or no, Marshal, right? I was right. That's all hits there with the shining ball. That's going to be AP. 2 of them are at AP -3, and then you've got 2 at AP 0.
Is it all damage 1?
All damage 1.
Because he only has just a refractor field.
Oh, so he's got the 5-up invul saves.
Oh, 6?
So 6, yes. No, he will be dead with 4 wounds. Characters also get that 4-up to shoot. No, he won't. And then the Autarch over here is going to fire into his veteran squad over here. That's going to be 2 hits. That is going to be no wounds. And now my guy over here, my Dark Reaper, is going to fire into the Baneblade. That's not going to hit. And now the Swooping Hawks are going to fire everything into these guys over here. That's going to be hitting on 3. Wounding on 4s. Okay. So that's...
No.
Oh, that was good on that side. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wounds. 7 4-ups. Failing 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase, my Avatar Cain is going to charge into both his Baneblade and his infantry squad there. So I need a 4-inch charge to get in. He's in. All right, so now my Avatar Cain is going to start us off here. He's going to put 3 attacks into the Baneblade here, and he's going to put 2 attacks into the squad over there. So we're going to do the 3 attacks into the Baneblade first. These are going to be hitting on 2s. That's going to be 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. That's going to be 1 wound. AP -4 though, so that goes straight through. 2d6. Pick the highest for damage. And that 5 will kill him. So does he explode? No, on a 4 he will not. And then the 2 attacks into the infantry. That's going to be 2 hits. That's going to be no wounds. And now these guys are going to attack back over here.
4s?
Hitting on 4s. And then wounding on
Probably
6s, I believe. Let me double check on that 5. All right, so that's going to be it for the Eldar turn here. We do have some leadership tests to take over here. These guys lost 3, so 3 plus 6 is going to fail. So that's going to be 1 guy gone, and then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys left. 6 is over, so looking for 1s. And another 2 run away there, so a total of 3 run away over this side. And then his mole launcher over here, these guys lost 3 as well. So 3 plus 6 is he's going to run away. So that's going to be it for the Eldar turn here. At the end of the turn, I do have engage on all fronts, and I do control this because I am objective secured, so I get to hold priority objectives over there. So that's going to be it. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Death Korps of Krieg here on turn 3.
That's it.
Movement phase for the Death Korps of Krieg here on turn 3. This engineer squad came through the wall over here looking on my poor rage that never did nothing wrong. These guys basically stood where they were, but the Marshal moved up here between the 2 squads because this mole launcher squad had gotten out of the Banehammer over there and moved up over here. These guys fell back out of combat from the Avatar of Cain, which is probably a good idea because nothing ever good's good when you stay in combat there. His Chimera backed up over here, looking on these guys back over in this direction. The veteran squad that was over here got back into the Banehammer. The Banehammer then backed up beep, beep, over there to get some line of sight on the other side there. His Warlord over here moved up onto the objective, and he's hiding behind that wall, trying to keep himself safe. And that's going to be it for the movement phase. So we will come back to you after with the shooting phase. Into the shooting phase over here, this squad of engineers is going to have 1 CP for grenadiers used here, so they're all going to throw their gas bombs into my avatar Kane. He did give him the orders. He's got the Laurels of Command, so he gave them the order to reroll ones to hit, and then reroll ones to wound. Actually, also went off there. So he's going to be hitting on 3s because they're veterans.
Grenade D6, sir.
Grenade D6, that's right. I forgot. Grenade D6 shots. So that's going to be 6, 10, 15 shots. And these are going to be hitting on 3s. Rerolling that 1. These are always going to be wounding on 2s unless he's vehicle and Titanic. He is neither of those. So here we go. 2s to wound. Rerolling 1s to wound. All right. All right, so these are going to be looking for 5-up saves because it's AP -2. Making 2 of them. They're 1 damage apiece, so he has a 5-up ignoring wounds here. Ignoring 4 of them, so he takes 3 damage. This squad of veterans over here are going to fire. They're going to fire the las guns into my guy over here, and all the special weapons into that guy. So what do you want to start with?
Plasma.
We're going to start the plasma. He is going to supercharge here. These do have reroll 1s to hit, so reroll the 1 to hit into a 1, so that he will be dead. And then the next one.
Insert T-shirt.
Insert. Yeah. So that's going to be 2 hits there. That's pretty good. These are looking for 3s to wound. That's going to be 2 wounds there. 5-up invul saves. Making 1, failing 1, 2 damage. Looking for 5-ups. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. No, I'm going to spend a CP to re-roll one of those because I really don't want him dead. No, he did. And then this squad with the las guns into my wraith over here. So we're going to go with the las guns and a frag grenade. Frag grenade. So it's going to be D6. There's going to be 2 shots here. And it's all the same thing. So these are going to be hitting on 4s.
Yep.
3s. That's right, 3s because he's veterans. Rerolling 1s to hit. All right. And these are wounding on 6. Nothing. All right, so now his Chimera here is going to attack into my Rangers. 2d6 auto hits with his flamer there. 2 hits. These are going to be looking for 3s to wound. That's going to be 2 wounds, AP -1, so it's looking for 6-up serves. Fill faces. I make 1. And 6-up, feel no pain. No. This engineering squad over here is going to fire into my ranger over here. So we're going to go with the shotguns first. 3s to hit.
3s again.
And 3s to wound again, because strength 4. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds over here. These are going to be looking for +2, no AP there, so looking for 3-up saves. No, he did. Feel the pains! Oh, almost. Marshall's going to throw a frag grenade into my wraith over here. That's going to be 2 shots. These are going to be hitting on 3s. That's going to be 1 hit, 6 to wound. No, nothing. Now the Banehammer is going to fight here. He's going to fire his tremor cannon into my Dubro over there. He's going to fire his las cannons into my Autarch over here, and he's going to fire the heavy bolters into my Farseer. So we're going to go with the tremor first. That's going to be 7 shots. Hitting on 4s.
Yep.
Looking for 3s to wound. That is going to be 3 wounds. AP -2 +1 because he's in cover over there. Looking for 4-up saves. Making all but 1. What's the damage on that? 3 damage. I need 3 6-ups. Come on, fill faces. Oh, no. Oh, we've almost had it, too. That one was a 6. You all saw it. Ah. Last cannons into my Autarch over here. That's going to be 1 hit. That is a wound. AP -3. 6-up. No damage. Oh, no. All right, I need to make 5 of these. Come on. No, not even close. And now the heavy bolters into my Farseer. And then 3s to wound. Sorry. Yep, 3s to wound. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds there. AP -1. Failed 2 of them, so that's going to be 4 damage. 6-ups. No, he's going to take 4 damage. And then the squads inside are going to fire into him. So we're going to go with the 6 meltas first. These are all going to be hitting on 4s. Yep. 3s.
Yeah, 3s.
3s.
You're right.
Because they're veterans.
Yep.
And these are going to be wounding on 2s. All right, so that's going to be 4 wounds.
-4.
4 up, AP -4, so 4 up in Vol save. Failed one of them. So, D6 damage.
Yeah.
4 damage. Ignoring wounds. No, he did. Now his Chimera's going to charge into my Rangers over here. That 6 might make it. Yep, that was just in, but he's in. All right, so there's going to be 3 attacks here, hitting on 6s. No hits. I have 4 attacks back over here. That's going to be 2 hits. 1 wound.
3 up.
3 up save. No, take it. All right, so that's going to be it for the Death Korps of Krieg turn here on turn 3. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Eldar on turn 3.
All right.
Movement phase for the Eldar here on turn 3. These guys advanced back over the line over this way. He moved up onto the objective over here. These guys advanced over here, coming over those guys, so we'll be dropping some bombs over that side. These guys fell back out of combat with his Chimera. They advanced up over here, and that's going to be it for the movement phase. So we'll drop some bombs over there. So there's going to be 5, because it's 1 for each model in the unit, but you can also, maximum to the number of models in my unit. So 5 total here. 6s. No bombs dropped. Second phase, he is going to be doing his Pierce the Veil. That's not going to go off, but re-rolling either CP. I'll see if he can re-roll with his runes, but he's definitely going to re-roll regardless, and that's good. All right, into the shooting phase. These guys are going to fire into his Chimera. Wow, that one hurts. All right, the Wraith Guard here are going to fire into his Veteran Squad. That's going to be 2 hits, and that is 2 dead guys. And now my Swooping Hawks are going to fire into his Infantry Squad over here. Hitting on 3s. Wounded on 4s.
How many you still got?
All right, so 6 wounds, 5 up saves. Making 2 of them, so 4 will be dead. And then my Dark Reaper here is going to fire into them with the 2-shot one. So that's going to be 1 hit. That's going to be a wound. AP -2, so 1's dead. All right, so that's going to be it. We do have some morale tests to take here. These guys lost a total of 5. 5, 6, 7. Good. They're good to go. And then they lost 1. So they can't fail because they're 7. So they're good to go. All right, so that's going to be it for the Eldar turn here on turn 3. We'll come back to you with the movement phase for the Death Korps of Krieg on turn 4. Movement phase for the Death Korps of Krieg here on turn 4. His Banehammer moved up over this way. Warlord stayed here on the objective. These guys stayed on the objective here. He moved slightly to give better line of sight to these guys over this side. These guys stayed on the objective over here, as did the engineers. His Marshal moved a bit over this way just so he can stay within 6 of the 2 squads over here. These guys moved over this way looking on my Wraith Guard. Then he's got the squad that's back over there, staying on the objective, getting him points over there. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. So the mole launcher focus is going to fire into my onto my Wraith Guard over here. D6 shots. That's going to be 6 shots. These are going to be hitting on. He didn't move, so it's hitting on 3s. That is going to be 2 hits. Strength 5, right? So 5's to wound. That's going to be 1 wound.
-1.
-1. 4 up. Good. This infantry squad is going to fire into my fire dragons over here. So they are within 12 inches there. So it's going to be 8 shots coming in with the las guns, right? Or no, 7 shots because one's a pistol with the sergeant over there. So these are going to be hitting on 4s. All right, getting 2 hits. Looking for 4s to wound. Getting 1 wound. Good. Now his Banehammer is going to put the Tremor Cannons and the Las Cannons into my Fire Dragons, and he's going to put the Heavy Bolters into the Rangers over here. So Tremor Cannon first. That's going to be 4 10 shots. All right, going to spend a CP to re-roll those. So that's going to be 10 shots. Hitting on 4s. Oof. Wounded on 2s. AP -2, so looking for 5 ups. No, that's going to be 5 go through. What's the damage on these?
3 each.
3 each. Okay, let's see how this goes. The first one Dead guy. Second one. Dead guy. Third one. Dead guy. Fourth one. Dead guy. Fifth one. Dead guys. All right, so these are going to be hitting on 4s with the heavy bolters into my Rangers. Looking for 3s to wound.
Yeah, there we go.
8 at -1, so looking for 6 ups. Making 2 of them. These are 2 damage apiece. So the first one, dead guy. Second one, dead guy. Third one, dead guy. Fourth one, dead guy. That's it. And then the dual heavy flamer into my Spirit Seer. Ooh, baby 9. Wounded on 3s. AP -1. Oh, all right. That's gonna be 4 and 6s. Making 1, so he's gonna be 3 wounds. He might be dead. And the squad's inside. 10 of them are gonna shoot their las guns into my guy over here.
3s.
Hitting on 3s. Wounded on 4s. And now we got 7 wounds. Oh, that is 2. I need to make both or he's dead. No, he did. And then these guys over here are going to fire into my swooping hawks. So we're going to have, what is it, 7? 4 of them are going to fire, but one of them is a sergeant, right? So 7 shots. Oh, he's going to throw a grenade. Yep. So D6. 6 shots there. Pretty good. These are all going to be hitting on 4s. This is the infantry squad. And then wounding on 4s. 5 saves. Making 4 of them. Not bad. Feel no pain. No. All right, so now my opponent's going to spend a CP on Grenadiers over here. He'd also give him the reroll ones to hit on them with the order there. So these are going to be the gas bombs. So 4d6 shots. So that's going to be 10, 15 shots. Hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s. Wounded on 2s. 11 wounds. AP -2. Oh, buddy. I think 6 of Philippines. No, they did. And now these veterans are going to fire into my Wraith Guard over here. They did get reroll 1s to hit and to wound on these ones. So we're going to do with the plasma first. So you get supercharge in it. That's going to be 1 hit. And then reroll 1s to hit. Not going to die at least. So that's going to be 2 hits.
3s to wound.
3s to wound. That's going to be 2 wounds. AP -3. Failing both those. The first one, dead guy, and the second one takes 2 damage. Now the heavy flamer, 6 hits.
I like flamers.
Wounding on 5s. Oh, that's 4 wounds. AP -1, 4 ups.
Been so nice to me today.
No, failed 2 of them. Feel the pain. No, he did. All right, that is going to be the end of the game because let's be honest, I've got 1 guy left here. So, so even on my turn, I give myself the 5 points for my primary there. At the end of this, we would have had, and then that's like, I mean, I would have killed like what, 1 guy. I wasn't going to kill anything else, and then he was going to slaughter him. Real easy there. So at the end of 4 turns, my opponent had, including 10 points for painting, 95 points. My guys had, including the 10 points for painting, 47 points. So a brutal victory there for the Death Korps of Krieg. So I guess all of those accounts of Death Korps of Krieg being dead and in the garbage are completely unfounded, at least. So I know that they lost a bunch of units that were really cool, but honestly, they seem to be doing pretty well. Especially if you have flamer chimeras that get to shoot their heavy flamers when they die. That's a pretty successful usage there. So, but yeah, a brutal game, but a lot of fun. Good to see the Death Korps of Krieg are still doing pretty awesome on the table there. So that is going to be the end of the game. I hope you guys have all enjoyed it. I certainly have. I have been Phil, the Glacial Geek. As always, my opponent's been Jason. Until next time, stay safe and have fun.